Our next speaker is Andrey Kozhevnikov. Did I say that right, Andrey? Oh, thank you. All right. He taught me a little bit of pronunciation. So let me tell you about him. He's actually going to be speaking, sorry, my page was turned over, about unveiling the power of digital pathways in stakeholder engagement. So Andrey is a very dynamic CEO. He is our silver, as you see here, our silver partner for the event of Fanda. Fanda's outside. If you haven't seen the setup, you should go check it out. He has propelled the company to essential status with the Mira community. Under his visionary leadership, Fanda thrives as a key player in the Middle East investor relationship. Andrey has committed to innovation, strategic partnerships, and led to Fanda's remarkable success. Featured prominently at Mira, Bahrain, Fanda stands as a testament to Andrey's dedication to excellence. His leadership ensures Fanda's continual growth and impact and solidifies its indispensable role in the regional investor relations landscape. With that, sir, the stage is yours. Let's welcome him. Do you want to use this? It's better.
Afternoon. So just an extension to what has been said. My name is Andrey. I'm 25 years experience in corporate communications, digital and corporate reporting. This is my passion that I transferred to a business. And before I continue with presentation, I would like to thank you all for coming back here after lunch, and thank you for joining this venue despite of or thanks to COP. So just a brief intro into the corporate background. So in Fanda we advancing best practice in corporate reporting. So we do all type of corporate reports, including annual reports, sustainability. We do help companies with the sustainability and strategy, including strategy development, stability and ESG, including the strategy and its implementation. And finally, we help with corporate communications. So we do focus on the Middle East and Europe. Some key facts: we're 23 years old. We are as big as 150 of us, and what two facts make me proud about company: we are running on the full in-house model. That means we are not the outsourcer, and we have our own R&D division who help us to provide the best-in-class solution for our clients and to run the projects. As for projects, we have delivered more than 3,000 projects, including more than 1,000 of reports. That bring us more, in our generous clients, more than 600 awards. And finally, this is our footprint. We have 6 offices across the globe. We are very oriented and focused on the emerging markets, and maybe that is why I'm here right now. So, before I go directly to the topic, I would like to say that I'm going to speak about quite obvious things, and the reason why I'm going to say about this is because companies don't get their best in the topics I highlighted, and moreover, sometimes they do mistakes, and companies like us help them to fix these mistakes. And my idea of presentation to share the expertise and some checklists for you, with you, to be sure you are fully equipped with your reporting, communications, and stakeholder engagement. If you found my presentation very basic, that means that I will be really happy, because that means that you performs really good. So let's jump to the presentation. Why digital matters? So once stakeholder go digital, corporates shall follow. Or once corporates go digital, stakeholders will follow. It's a question like a chicken or the egg, but the truth is there is no chicken or the egg question in terms of stakeholder engagement and professional stakeholder communication, because we all digital. So if you could raise your hand for anybody who received the paper invitation to this specific event? No. We all received it digitally, via email, via social networks, etc. That is why I'm going to speak about how technology, and not the technology that previous speakers described, other technologies, communication technologies, help us to negotiate with stakeholders. So this will include 4 main topics. One is website and new media. Secondly, materiality assessment and sustainability reporting, and non-financial reporting made in digital. Let's start with the corporate website and the new media. So basically, to be good enough in this particular exercise, we need to answer one very simple question. What are the essential needs, or what are the scenario that your stakeholder and user runs? So basically, there are 3 main scenarios. One is to meet the company for the first time, to educate, to learn more about your company, and to have a first impression. Secondly, to get the general update. And finally, to find any specific information upon request. So, and this is the main targets, and this is the requirements for essential websites. This is a kind of checklist for you. So the first one, the structure, how I made this slide, is based on our experience working with Middle East and EU-based companies. So what the basic website should be? It's not definitely not a place for requests. So you have a huge number of cookies, safety warnings, and other disclaimers. So try to understand how to use it carefully. Then take care about the clear domain and make sure that your visitor are able to find it in the search engines. Provide the key information in the language that is spoken by your visitors, including English, which is a very important point for many local companies. And be sure that your website is working stable. So sometimes I try to reach some of the websites for corporates here for 2 or 3 days in a row before I finally enter the website. As some of people will come to your website with specific requirements, specific needs, you should equip your website with a search tool. And be sure that your website is fully adaptive and is accessible through all type of devices. And finally, it has a structured menu with a clear section. So this is the content must-have. You can make photos, I can send the presentation. I will not read this list. This is just a kind of the must-haves. This is must-have for the investor relations content. Again, this is a very basic one, and if you have all this, we are going to discuss the next steps in just two slides. And these are the ESG pieces of content that, again, looks for me must-have. As we are on the sustainability reporting conference, ESG conference, I can put some special attention to this. First of all, companies should publish the company statement about sustainability or ESG strategy, and make some commitments. And all the rest content that is highlighted here is a kind of from the top to bottom approach, helping the visitors to receive all the information to support your commitment that you have published. So just be assured that you make all of these steps. Secondly, as you already know what content is required on your website, be sure that content is up to date and it's consistent across the channels. For instance, what we typically see for some of the emerging markets companies is that company has some pieces of information on their website, on investor relations section, corporate governance, either sustainability section, but the social media like LinkedIn profile, either Facebook page or let's say Instagram, doesn't include not only this type of content, but this topic is not covered in social media. So in that case, we have not an integral company. We have two companies. One company is very effective in terms of, for instance, making money, and the company with the same name, with the same registration number, is very CSR oriented. Should I trust website? Should I trust social media? So the reason I should trust company, and to make it really credible, we need to double check that content is in line on both channels. And finally, this information should be proven not only by your controlled media, but also to the independent media, like news portals, like the independent speakers. So they should confirm by the information that information you have published on your website, on your social media, is in line with true. What should you do better as you have completed your baby steps on previous slides? What you could do better? First of all, is engage and provide the content in a different way. So text doesn't work. So we stop reading much. We change our consumption culture for the content. We stick to the stories, not the long reads. We stick to pictures, not to the 20 pages description. So for that reason, you should care about your content should be in text, stories and long reads, provide data sheets, infographics, video, etc. Secondly, the content you are going to publish should be planned. And you should plan the content creation and content distribution. Also, you should track and analyze your user experience and just to try to understand what is the stakeholder expectation across your website. And of course, you should learn. You should learn from the best practices from your peer group companies, from the award winners, whoever you would like to stick to. It impress you to make the next steps. So what we could help you with is with the audit, with the website development, creating the content plan, and measure up the progress. Then materiality assessment. The second point is, I think everybody here knows what is materiality assessment, right? Good. And we do believe that materiality assessment is in the cycle of the report, sustainability or integrated report publishing. And this is a fact, this is not a questionnaire. And this is just to show that a materiality assessment is on the line where company touch the stakeholders as well as the promotion and distribution stages. That means that companies should care about this type of communication. So how materiality assessment could be carried out by the companies. So number one is sending form via email. This is very old-fashioned way with lack of advantages and huge amount of disadvantages. Secondly, using the average questionnaire tools like Google Forms or other freeware or partially freeware software. Again, the advantages and disadvantages will come in the presentation. And secondly, number three in our row is the special tools, the materiality assessment featured tools that help you to run this process really smooth with a good user experience, with good response rate, and taking care and taking into account about the personal data processes, etc. So this is your checklist for the materiality assessment. as we run this procedure many times, I would like to comment this list. So, first of all, while you ensure that you know your stakeholders, please also ensure that stakeholders would like to talk to you. Because what we typically see, that company comes once a year, come to stakeholder and ask them to quickly respond to this questionnaire, this 20 pages questionnaire, and actually stakeholder don't will to run this job. He have no obligation, it's a goodwill, and you need to take care about developing this goodwill for the stakeholders. And I also think that it's really important to care about the content, the form factor, the design of the questionnaire, and about how the if this information is processed inside the company. And also, finally, sometimes we see that company, even after the really brilliant maturity assessment, has a very poor quality of description in the sustainability report. This is the final, but not less important stage. So, again, as we're experienced with this, we can help with the platform access, with methodology support, and assist providing data in all types. Okay, so this is the reporting summit, and I come to my favorite part. I could speak about sustainability reporting and all type of corporate reporting about 20 hours, but I will keep the schedule. So, some brief facts about sustainability reporting, and I will focus mainly on the digital delivery of sustainability reports. Fact number one is report use is growing rapidly by double-digit rates. That means that your stakeholder impression is growing, and you need to take it into account. Secondly, we are finally entered into the no hard copy era. How many of you still printing your reports? Just raise your hand. It's okay, I'm not blaming. Okay, thank you. I do believe that you're printing less than 100, right? Yeah, thank you. And I still remember, I'm in the industry for 20 plus years. I remember the hard copy runs with over 2,000 copies. Just again, let's count. Fact number three, online reports, I mean the online versions of the sustainability reports, of the annual reports, are winning competition with PDF. So what we see, and we can really count and show these numbers without naming the clients, that if company has good PDF and good online version, that most of the page views, most of the visitors prefer to use online version because it's more convenient. And this is also convenient because of fact number four. Mobile user share is rising to beat the desktops. For some of the online reports we are tracking, we have 32 or 36% of mobile users. Just for you to understand, none of your PDF will show good on mobile devices. That is why I have my laptop here, just to see the copy of my presentation, not seeing my smartphone. How to make this able? First of all, publish your full report. How to get the most of your by publishing your sustainability report online. First of all, to publish full report. What we see in the industry, providers are trying to save the budget and making the landing pages just 5 pages of the website with the PDF available to download. That actually break down the user experience, because you start using the browser, then you jump to the Adobe, well, I mean the Acrobat, to read the other article, which is not convenient. And if we touch the e-commerce field, it's not actually best practice. So you should publish full report online, even if it is 200 or 300 pages. Secondly, it's extremely important to publish your online report same day with PDF. So this is the abstract graphic, shows the demand or the number of visitors to the online report. The first 2 or 3 weeks are really critical because in these weeks, all the professional stakeholders are ready to receive your information, are ready to read your report. That is why you need to disclose your report in online and PDF at the same time, same day, or let's say next day. The other peaks I just want to share it with you could be related to the quarter 1 or quarter 2 disclosure or some corporate actions. Again, this is abstract graphs, but the truth is on the first 2 or 3 weeks you receive the most effective visits, typically. And how to create value. First of all, you need to shift from the reader concept to the user concept. This is a really big shift because this drives how the user change his behavior, how many pages he reads, how many articles, and what he will continue to do later, what type of content could be stored, etc., etc. So there are some must-haves and some real value-added picks. I will continue with the second part. First of all, you will need to engage the stakeholder with the really nice index page, with the storytelling, and we should rebuild or recombine the content from the report, from the page viewing to the page using. And we also need to use the additional content, the extra content which comes outside of a report, like press releases, presentations, online reports, policies, etc. That should be linked and to help user to continue his or her journey. And we should engage with the content and we should use a different set of tools just to zoom in, to pick up and collect content, to share the content, to analyze, to download the content. For instance, only using the online report, you can download the chart data feed that helps you not to copy and collect data, just to use this data. And many, many others. So, basically, number 4 from our tips is to promote your report online. Why it is so important? The thing that you spend hundreds or thousands of hours, total team spend, to create the report, really worth to promote this result. And you should take care about making the promotional preparation work prior to lunch, inside the lunch, and after lunch. If you do this job, you see the significant growth of the efficiency. Maybe your numbers, the total counts will rise just 10, 20, or 50%, but the quality of the leads, the quality of the stakeholder experience will go up dramatically. And finally, only online version of a report helps you to, brings you a great opportunity to have the proofs of efficiency. You know, that many clients of us ask how many people read our report, what was the top reads, where these people came from, what devices they use. So we can help company to understand all this information, and you have this access too. So you can use free of charge tools or commercial tools to analyze this information. And after this, you can use this information to improve your next report quality. And finally, the future of my business related to the digital non-financial reporting. Please raise your hand who know anything about digital reporting, the data-driven reporting. Okay, I will start from the ABC. I have the slide, thanks heaven, thanks to my team. So digital report means that then texts, because we all operate with texts, which intend to be consumed by human, is added with data for machines presented by XBRL. And this actually helps us to report by data, not by text. Of course, we can make some exercises to write the report using ChatGPT, then to understand the report using ChatGPT. But if we skip this exercise, which is quite really good, we can directly report by data. So the key features of digital reporting are first of all, machine data processing, increased information quality due to the built-in validation, and structured information. And also we have an option to compare the data across the company's sectors and reporting periods, as well as that leads to the comprehensive data analysis. I mentioned the XBRL, and I told you that it is going to be the ABC slide. XBRL means Extensible Business Reporting Language. This language created in year 2000, I believe, to support this shift from text reporting to the data reporting. And this is the timeline for XBRL development. What is really important? Now, since 2021, XBRL reporting is mandatory, the digital reporting is mandatory in terms of financial reporting in European Union. So more than 4,000 companies have to report, have to publish their reports in this format. Also, we know that since 2017 till now, many GCC countries financial regulator use XBRL for the reporting, for mandatory reporting, and also the highlighted previously IFRS S1 and S2 and common S3 and following standards initially intended to be digital again. So that means that the final result of your report will become digital. And also, if we are coming back to Europe, for instance, it is also mandatory to report for 2024 for more than 60,000 companies to report about sustainability in digital. What it means here in local market. If you are a significant supplier for EU-based company, you should report in this format too. If you want to report in line with best practices, you should stick to ISSB taxonomy, IFRS S1, S2, and common standards. So there are two standards, IFRS sustainability standards developed by ISSB. That currently includes two standards, S1 and S2, and also the XBRL taxonomy, ISSB XBRL taxonomy. So this come into force since 2024 financial year, and it's voluntary in most of the jurisdiction. And the SRS taxonomy is European taxonomy developed by FRAC. That includes two general requirement disclosures, 10 topical standards, and also XBRL taxonomy. And what is really important, it become mandatory since the 2024 financial year. What these both standards have in common, so they both use the XBRL taxonomy. XBRL as a language, and these both standards means that your non-financial disclosure should be a part of your annual report. So it should be published simultaneously with your annual report. So the next slide is, I don't want you to read it. It's just for a takeaway. But this is the timeline for this and coming year. If you would like to prepare for a better reporting in line with IFRS S1 and S2, you should read this recommendation of a timeline. I should say that the right time to start is yesterday, and the second time, right time to start is tomorrow. So let's join this. How we can help you with these standards. So first of all, we are making the webinars, the free of charge webinars, and recently we have one specifically for the IFRS S1 and S2. You can ask us for the record of this webinar. We can introduce you to this universe or new world of the digital reporting. Then finally, we can support your shift to S1 and S2 standards. And we can also provide the methodological support and advisory to your team, because this will not just limit to your sustainability team. You need to talk to your financial team, you need to talk to your risk team, and many others. So it's really a big shift. And also we can provide the access to our platform, the software as a service that helps you to convert the report into this digital format. I think that's it. These are my contact details. On the booth just outside the door, we can continue the discussion, and I hope I was in time. Thank you so much.